Hi guys, Blake here today, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina, Lake Taneycomo. It is the 11th of April, a Tuesday, and I am going to do the one cast this evening. I have drove up, I'm just a little bit behind Point Lookout Island, and tonight we're going to throw jerk baits and jigs if my jerk bait doesn't work, but it's about 6:15 or so in the evening, and I've got the 110+1 French Pearl, and I've got that on. I use 8-pound P line. We don't sell the P line in the shop, but that is the line I've been using for a couple of years for this, and I like it. And I've got that on a medium action rod. So, had lots of reports today of jerk baits working. Dwayne told me for his afternoon trip that they caught quite a few on the 110+1s. I don't know what all colors they use. I'm sure French Pearl is definitely one of them. Nothing officially on the first cast. Said they caught quite a few nice ones and had some really big ones come chasing it up to the boat that they didn't get to connect with. But even just watching a giant trout come out of the depths to swing at your jerk bait is very entertaining. I had a gentleman bring in a 24 3/4 inch long 5-pound female rainbow. She's a little on the skinny side, looked like she just got done maybe spawning, but he was using shad wraps made by Rapala, and he said he had caught a bunch of fish on his shad wrap today, and I know that he was fishing below Fall Creek. I had one other boat tell me that they were catching them on jerk baits, so I can't resist anytime I hear that the fish are chasing jerk baits, not throwing one. They've been running 2 units all day. I'm gonna fluctuate in that a little bit, but primarily 2 units. And just like I talk about anytime I work the 110s, we're leaving slack in the line, popping that slack, getting that jerk bait to really dance. And I need to get my boat farther away from the bank. White jigs, still the go-to at the moment, pretty much all day. The white bite has been better the first couple hours of the morning and last couple hours of the evening, but people are still catching big fish throughout the day using the white jig. And a lot of the guides after that white bite ends in the morning are switching over to scuds and eggs. There we go. Got my jerkbait all wrapped around his face there. He rolled in the line about 8 million times, so this should be fun. Nice rainbow though. All right, buddy. All I brought with me was, well, I actually didn't bring anything with me. Luckily, Phil had some pliers here. Okay. Nice, healthy 18-incher there. Now we've got some work to do in the net. Yeah, it's the only problem about having to use the net with these 110s is they make a mess. That one came out pretty easy. Okay. Dwayne was telling me someone lost a really big brown on that stretch leading down from Trout Hollow on the inside edge. They were there by that old pump. I think they were throwing jerk baits too, but they had a really big brown come up and shake their jerk bait off. Another method that's still working, dragging a smaller jerk bait, smaller floating jerk bait on a drift rig on the bottom. As long as these fish are still looking for shad, that method will still be a fairly effective one to use at any point in time. I am throwing this all the way against the bank pretty much. Not that you couldn't be working one of these out even in the middle. You could probably still hook up with some fish. But for working the bluff today, I am throwing it all the way against the bank, bringing it off that bluff. I feel like this would be a good time now to be even working at the bluff across from our dock or even all the way down to Monkey Island. We had one young man on, ooh, that was a good hit. Come back and get it. One young man on a guided trip this morning. And you have to forgive me, I don't remember the guide's name at the moment. They threw white jigs this morning, and he caught a 24-incher, a 21-incher, and a 20-incher for his first time trout fishing. So I'd say that young man is entirely ruined. Man, that was a good hit. Still amazes me how the trout don't get connected with one of the 3 treble hooks every time they hit it. Ooh, there's a good hit. We got that one to stick. Getting right off of there. Come on, buddy. Another one. He was feeling awfully hungry to go after that big bait. Okay. Well, I have to say that 2 fish in the boat and 1 good hit in the first 10 minutes is definitely a good jerkbait bite going on today. And it sounds like it hasn't ever stopped. Sometimes there's just moments of the day where they really hit a jerkbait well and then they don't go after it. But if there's a time of the year where they should be chasing one, it's definitely after the shad have come through. I know I've explained this a lot of times, but when you're working one of these, if you're just trying to maximize the number of fish and you don't care which species, rainbow or brown, then leave a 1 or 2 second pause in between some of your pops. The rainbows will tend to actually hit it a little more on the pause. Not a very long pause though, just 1 or 2 seconds. But if you're specifically wanting to find a brown, best bet is just to keep that thing pretty much moving the whole time. I have a feeling that a lot of these fish are going to hit it on a little bit of a pause no matter what right now, because a lot of the shad they saw coming through were not very lively. Oh, there's another one. This one might be a little bigger. This feeling a little bigger. Or he swung at it and got it in the top fin, which is what happened. All right, get down in the net where I can work with you, buddy. I hate when they miss like that. Come on, hold still. Hold still. There we go. It is a beautiful day here, by the way. Made it into the upper 60s, maybe even right at 70. Nice cool breeze blowing all day. There's hardly anyone on the water right now. I'm the only boat up here at the moment, minus that one that went by a second ago. The water right against the bank is moving just a little slower than where my boat is, so I am casting that bait downstream a bit. We just came to the end of the golf course there on the other side of the lake. Working our way down towards the Narrows. I get a better grip on my rod here. Hands are slimy. I imagine, I did bring white jigs with me, and I imagine I could be throwing those at this moment and catching fish as well. But as I said, I can't resist when I hear a jerkbait, a good jerkbait report. I think that you could also drift a white jig underneath an indicator and probably do pretty good. Ryan Williams, who used to work for us, took his son out fishing a few days ago, and they actually just drifted white megaworms under an indicator, and he got a lot of bites. His son's still pretty little yet, so paying attention to when the bite happened was a little tough. So they only caught a few, but he said they were biting it pretty good. This P line fishing line is pretty good stuff. I've actually had this same spool on this reel for going on 3 years now, and it's still just fine. Getting ready to go through the narrows here. Sorry if my breathing's a little heavy. This does get your heart rate going. If your arm isn't worn out after a good 15 straight minutes of doing this, you are not working it right. Ooh, come on, come back and get it. That was a good hit. The natural reaction when a fish hits it is to stop. A lot of the time, if you can just keep it going, they'll come back and take another swing at it. But it is a very hard habit to break, of not stopping when a fish hits it. Eagles are talking this evening. I don't see where he's at yet. Well, jerkbait got tangled on that one. And we've been going for a solid 20 something minutes now, and my forearm feels like it is about to lock up. We'll hit this little pocket in between these two fallen trees here. I'll even turn the boat around so I can slow it down a touch, because that water back behind there is pretty dead. Maybe one more cast. I think we'll call this the last cast. Okay. Well, definitely pretty active on it. That little last section of the video didn't find any takers, but good jerkbait bite in my opinion. We thank you guys for watching. Like and share us on Facebook, and we'll be back again with you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.